Alright, JP and I have arrived at our first destination today. We are on the old Veracruz Road in a gentleman's pasture that we were able to get permission from. Right out in front of us is the river that we're going to, but this right in front of us is the old road. What's really interesting is behind me in the middle of his pasture is a bridge. It's just the bridge to nowhere. JP's with me today. Chloe stayed home.
Yes.
And I'll get back to you as soon as we get to the river. Alright, I'm standing on the bridge embankment. What's it called? I don't know if you can see through there. I'll see if I can zoom in on that a little bit. There's one of the piers right there. And if you can see real close, right through there is the other side of the bridge. Been here for a long time. JP's down the way here, but we got to figure out a way to get down there to the bottom. I think that's probably where he's going, to see if we can find us a way to get in. Alright, I will catch you in the water. I am so looking forward to this. I'm here to tell you the water's not warm yet. This will feel good in August. It will. It'll feel real good in August. Right now it's a little chilly. Here with JP. Right between him and me is the bridge. Here's trucks just parked right up there, just kind of give you an idea where we're at. There's a couple of bridge piers right there. Went across over to here. A lot of gravel. We thought we'd find more flat rock here than what's expected. So we're going to try this for a little while. It's very quiet on the machines. Give it a whirl, walk downstream a little further, see if we can find some flat rock down there. Catch you at the first puddle. Time for another adventure with JP and me on another creek. As far as you can see out there, there is nothing but flat rock. Up here to the left is I'm going to zoom back in here so you can kind of get a view. I'm standing under a old historic bridge, old road. Going through here, a lot of old homes up here to the right, but this is nothing but flat rock as far as you can see. And again, just up the hill right here is looks like what to be a church camp. I'm filming this intro ahead of time, hoping that something will pan out here. We don't know. We've got about 3 hours we can spend here, so we're going to hit this as best we can. JP's over there hot on something. We just got done talking to the landowner that, sorry about that, folks. We just got done talking to the landowner that owns this right over here to our right, or my right, your right. Underneath the old iron bridge. Landowner said, have at it, guys. Cut through my property if you want. You can go down, cut down and get in the water down there. They've been having family reunions, what I thought was a church camp. For the last 135 years, he said, at this very same spot. So now we're very excited. On top of that, we got permission to hunt another old schoolhouse. So that'll be another film later on. Why I stopped to film, basically, was to see JP digging. What'd you get, JP?
A very old nail.
An old nail. I'm kind of hoping what I got here is really old. It might be a center fire, might be a rim fire, but we're both going to go under and take a look at it. I just waved the rocks away. You can see that. Let me zoom out here. Center fire. But boy, it looks good in the water. We're back. I'm back. I got me something I think pretty cool. I'm going to show you all here in just a second. I was just telling JP about all this little flat rock along the side. Looks like a perfect place to come and set up for picnicking and playing in the creek all day. I got a coin. Let's go in and look at it, and then I'll have to try to get it out. It looks like maybe a clad quarter, but can't beat that. Keep my detector from floating away. It's right down here. Let's go in. It's wedged in there pretty good. Well, I got it out. Back. It is a clad quarter. I can't even read the year. Well, out of the hole. We're on the board. The breeze has picked up, which is really kind of nice. I'm kind of working in the shade. We're going to work our way down to just past those rocks right there, and then kind of work our way back up the bank in the shade so we can kind of be refreshed, get back up to the bridge, which is about right off the end of my fingertip there. I think I got me another coin. It's been kind of slow. Found a lot of stuff. Was down here in this hole. That's deep. Waved it out, then noticed I didn't have the signal anymore. Let me get my machine on here and see if I lost it already. I think it's a penny. I don't know how old it is, but I think we should both go in there and look together. Here we go. Oh no. No, it's not a penny. Okay, it was just a flat rock. Looked like a penny, but this is what I had. Shell casing. You never know. Okay, on to the next puddle. Well, we're on our way back. We're going to work all the way up along the edge right here. All the way back and then cut up into the woods and go back to the truck. We're both kind of giddy. We talked to the original landowner. He has pointed us in the direction of the old schoolhouse. We're going to go check that out next. Probably not going to be able to dig it today. Might have to wait till this fall, but that'll be a different story. Having fun, JP?
Oh my, yes.
All right. Time for the tailgate blue towel wrap up. JP's still rearranging his artifacts.
Yes, I am.
All bullets, silver bullet, or not Civil War, but 22s, various sinkers, wheel weight. We both found a horseshoe. This is the...
His is bigger.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Pretty close.
More massive.
This is, you win the weight. You win the weight division.
Look at that sinker.
That's awesome. That looks like a boat weight. Yeah, you found you a nice lock.
Yeah.
Bowser boy. One shell casing. Modern bullet. This is mine. 27 cents in clad. 38 Smith & Wesson. It's been fired. Well, it didn't really fire. It's a misfire. Pull tab. My sinkers. Really not a whole lot to show for it. We're really kind of more excited about running to the schoolhouse. I probably won't show any of that in this film, but we are looking forward to it. We've got a little bit of a drive ahead of us back into the woods, and we'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.
Yes.
That is what editing is for. JP and I are out on another water adventure with the USRN puddle jumper.
Yes.
Redneck style. We are in search of a mill site, which is right up there. Right along this ridge right here there's a road cut into the side of it. That's the old road that goes into the mill. We have never been able to search it at this type of level for the creek. It's never been this low for us. It's always been knee deep. Right now I'm saying ankle, maybe mid-shy.
Yeah,
shin.
Mid-shy. That's
Mid-shin. Mid-shin. All right, well, we're on an adventure. Come along. We're almost there. What we're looking at here is probably, well, we're 99% sure this was the exit of the water that they had coming into the mill. You can see up there on top there's a bar that's been drilled into the rock. So the mill was actually built into the side of this hill right here, and the water came around through here. This is the level ground up here. It's really pretty cool. I'll show you that when we get up there, of course. Gotten into a little bit of gravel and some deeper water, but we're basically here. This is where the mill was. We're on the back side of the mill right now. The old road is right there, comes down to the creek edge, and then it made its way across this flat rock right here. JP's over there working the edges. Starting to get deep out here. But what we have right here in front of me is the old crossing. It would actually go right up through there. We followed that road before, and it goes up a ridge, heads on over to the highway. But this is the old crossing here, and I want to kind of give you a visual where we're at. Not finding too much. Well, I'm working the old road bed right here. Actually, that's the back side of it from where I'm standing. The front side is right in through here. Runs right through there. I was working along these rocks right here, and actually that doesn't give you very much depth, but that's about maybe 1.5 feet deep. I got a hit right up next to that big rock right there. 74, 75, constant, thinking I was going to probably get another sinker. But I've got a coin. Oh, here, let me turn my machine off. The way it's corroded, I'm almost going to guess it's going to be a zinkin. But let's find out together. I don't know if JP wants to. Nope, he's over there busy. He's digging something. Well, let's go in. All right. Okay, the water's cold, I can tell you that right now. Oh no, I don't know. Wow, look at the color of that. I don't know what I've got, folks. There's not much detail left on that. Ooh, hey, look. Look right there. 1 cent. 1 cent. And a reef. Man, that's been sitting there for a long time, I'll bet. It's going to take some work to get a date off of that. I can tell you that right now. There's the bottom. Wow, look at the color. That's cool. Alright. What, the trip was worth something. You know, people had to come down here and take a bath, waiting on their grain to be ground. Mill was built into that hillside right over there. I'm excited. What you got, JP? Old piece of lead. Weather, I think, is going to push us out of here. Calling for thunderstorms later today, and it looks like they might be coming in earlier than we expected. So we may have to head out. Try to get in some park hunt if we can, if the rain's not too bad. And hopefully, here, let me zoom back in. Zooming in. Hopefully we can get a date off of this. I got an Indian head. Alright. On to the next puddle. JP's checking the weather. It's starting to get dark off over in the west. Well, and I also sit corrected here. This is not the old crossing. We are pretty darn sure this was the dam to stop the water here and make the water flow that way. I'll show you here in just a second, just so you can kind of get an idea where we're at. On the other side of these weeds right here, in the rock, is bars sticking out and a bunch of rectangular shaped big blocks, sandstone blocks over there that they use to push the water towards the dam, or the mill. Okay, this is actually the trough I was telling you about. These are the big rectangular stones. Holding them in place is iron bars that they have, let me see if I can find one. When I'm looking, I never can find it. Here's the other side. There's a spot right there where an iron bar stood up. Another one right there. There is a piece of one sticking out right there. The water was funneled through here, went through there, and right over to the mill site where the mill was built onto the side of that hill, and water went out that way. The weather is getting worse, so we're gonna head out. We're gonna head to the park. Maybe it won't be raining there. We never knew what this site was going to produce. At least it produced one Indian head. Still don't have a date for it. I will work on that, and hopefully I can get that done for you tonight. This is the place. We'll probably come back, but right now we're going to call it quits. Be on the safe side.